This is Roger Galloway and Run to the Sun once again, and I'll tell you something. Here's a vehicle that brings back a lot of personal memories. I had a 1963 a Corvette just like this, a great Stingray, back when I was living in Tucson and working in radio down there, and it was the pride of my life. Boy, I just loved this car. It was fast and sporty, and it helped get a lot of the girls too, I'll tell you that. So Charlie here is the owner of this vehicle. Tell me about this now. Did you put a lot of work and effort into restoring it?
Yes, we did. And it's not only just me, but my wife Mary has done just as much to it as what I have. It's originally, I'm going to say it was a Florida car, and it was brought to the lower part of Pennsylvania, and that's where we found it. I looked for 7 years before we actually found one of these cars, and it was just the fact of a lucky strike of going to a car show and seeing it. So one thing led to another, and we ended up buying it. But it is an original. It's all original. It was actually a two-owner car before I bought it, which makes us the third owner.
Did you get a good deal on it when you bought it?
Well, I don't know what you call a good deal. I thought it was a good deal. I wouldn't have bought it, but it was. The guy wanted $69, and that's what he got for it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
But they're hard to come by.
They are. Let's walk right up to it.
Okay.
I remember mine. I ended up selling and bought another car. I deeply regretted it almost instantly. Looking inside, it's actually.
I don't know whether you can see the inside, but the inside,
we can see it.
The inside,
we sure can.
The inside is actually original. Everything is original in it. And when I bought the car, he had a box that was probably maybe 4 foot long and 2 foot wide, and a foot and a half deep. And he said, "That's the interior of the car." And I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "I didn't like it. I was going to change the color of it." And he said, "Somebody talked me out of it." Well, it's a good thing he did.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with this interior, and it's original as original can be.
Oh. And yet, if you look at it now, by today's standards, it doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles on the inside. You know what I mean? There's a certain simplicity about it.
No.
And yet, this is one of the most powerful cars of the time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is the most powerful.
Can we look up here at the front, under the hood?
Sure.
Just tell us, if you would, Charlie, tell us about this engine.
It's a 350 Chevrolet, and it has a 4-barrel carburetor on it, which puts it up to 360 horsepower. And it's completely, as far as engine-wise and performance-wise, it's as original can be.
I'm curious about this. You've got all the elements here. Don't touch this car, etc. And I understand that. Do you take this out on the road and drive it, or you keep this garage?
Mostly it's garaged right now. We do take it out. We go from show to show, but this isn't the only one we come to.
You get offers for it?
Oh yes.
You always turn them down, I guess.
Well, as I said, it took me 7 years to get it, and it hasn't got out of me yet wanting something. We weren't even going to bring it here, and we walked out in the garage today, and I said, I said to my wife, "Would you help me take the cover off of it?" That's all I want to do is just take the cover off and see if it needs clean. We took the cover off, and it was perfect. I said, "We're going."
Great car.
We're bringing it over. So
1963 Corvette Stingray Coupe. Man,
the split window is the big thing.
Yeah, isn't that? That's true. You're right.
Split window is the big thing.
Split window.
Yep. It's been a long thing, and she knows as much as I do.
Are you allowed to drive it or no?
Oh, yes. When we take two cars,
does a good job.
I often drive it when we take two cars to a show.
It's gorgeous.
And it rides great.
Well, good luck when you're going to be at the show and shine with it as well. Hmm?
You talk about that car right there, that Camaro?
Yes.
We left Pennsylvania a week ago and brought it to here. And you talk about bells and whistles, that has nothing. There's no cruise control, no nothing. And we worked getting that here, but we did.
You got it here.
Yeah, we like to drive both these.
I was going to say they're both great. They're both great, you know. Chevy, big winner in my heart, that's for sure.
Well, that's for sure. Me too.
All right.
And this past problem they've had, I'm sure it's all going to work out. But
yeah.
It's every car has its own.
Oh yeah.
Every car has its own way, and I want to tell you, they're just like something like you said. You remember from when you were young, and that's what I really like about it the most, showing it, because I see women walk up to it and girls walk up to it, to young girls, and with their mothers, and this is what I learned to drive in.
Let me ask you one other question now. Back when I had the car, believe it or not, in Tucson, gasoline was about 27 cents a gallon. Unbelievable. Now, what kind of mileage does it get? I don't even recall, because I wasn't worried about that.
This has been, it's a 330 horsepower. It's between 330 and 360. It's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of around 10, at maximum to 15.
All right. Gorgeous car. Thank you very much, both of you.
Thank you.